It's time to get you in the know for Saturday, March 22nd. It's great to have you with us. We're going to be talking temperatures. Now, earlier in the week in areas like St. John's, we were scraping off ice, although that was hardly the case in more recent days with some warmth. We'll talk more about that, how long that might stick around. Meanwhile, the warmth also contributing to some melting and ample amounts of moisture leading to some overland flooding like you saw right there. Similar scene in New Brunswick. So additional rainfall in the forecast, only exacerbating that type of situation in recent days. And Fort Erie, some ice chunks flowing pretty good as, again, the amount of melting and additional rainfall has been a big story. Now, in Nanaimo, British Columbia, this was a little bit of a break in the active weather, but we know for Vancouver Island and much of southern BC, lots of rain on the way and maybe even some pretty warm temperatures. As we bring in meteorologist Nadine Powell, I'm Matt Hamel. And Nadine, let's talk temperatures, shall we? Because some parts of the country have been getting a little taste of that nice spring warmth, while others have been having to be a little more patient for that to arrive.
Yeah, well, officially we are into spring now. This is the first weekend of spring, and we saw there some of those images of something that's synonymous with spring, flooding and part and parcel precipitation, but temperatures as well. And we had some very warm weather, Matt, yesterday in Atlantic Canada, specifically for Newfoundland. Take a look at some of these temperatures we had yesterday. Lock Harbor, 19.5. That's just right around, say, Blow Me Down Provincial Park. I find that name quite funny and cute. And right up the road at St. Paul's, 19.4. Now, St. John's, warmest major city yesterday at the airport, 17.6 degrees Celsius. Matt, that's the warmest we've seen, or the earliest we've seen such warm weather at the airport in St. John's. So some records there being broken.
Yeah, nice to see some of that spring warmth. I think after a long winter, many are happy to see that. And Nadine, other parts of Eastern Canada have also been even getting above the 20-degree mark in recent days.
Yeah, so Ontario, many spots have already seen 20 degrees and even exceeding that over the last couple of weeks. St. Catharines, over 23 degrees, Vineland and Hamilton, all of these areas right around the western end of Lake Ontario. But even down toward the extreme southwest, Windsor and Sarnia have already gotten to 20 degrees. Toronto exceeding that 20-degree mark, getting up to 21.3 just this past week. But Matt, you know, temperatures are now trending downward. We're not seeing those 20 degrees again within the near future. As a matter of fact, today we're actually seeing those temperatures trending the opposite across southern Ontario, where we're warmer during this morning and then cooler into the afternoon and single digits. As a matter of fact, Matt, there are some flash freeze warnings for parts of cottage country for today.
Yeah, that's right. And for a city like Toronto for Sunday, a daytime high, not even expected to get above freezing. So that's a sharp contrast to some of those 20-degree temperatures. As Nadine, it looks like some of that warmth is more so being hogged out in Western Canada in the next few days.
Well, you know, we need to share the love and share the warmth. Some of the warmth we've had so far, not that warm across Western Canada, BC, Alberta, getting just over that 10-degree mark, 15 in Calgary. And you can see there's Saskatchewan and Manitoba not even cracking that 10-degree mark. But there is hope on the way. We've got a ridge building in, Matt, for this week. So we may actually be looking at that 20-degree mark for us in BC as well as into Alberta, with Abbotsford expected to get up to 20 degrees.